Ponzi scheme or pyramid scheme has been in existence for so long. It is a way of defrauding people, while some people mistake it to be a means of investing. Meet Harry and Mary Agbenu, the Nigerian couple that defrauded over 400 Nigerians of 800 million naira, which is like over $2 million US, in a Ponzi scheme, Mega Rice Cooperative. Hi guys, you're watching Chiki series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. It's good to have you around again. And if you are new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Make yourself comfortable as we get right into this gist. Also hit that red subscribe button, that way you get our latest updates. Ponzi scheme has been very popular. It has been all over and people take it to be legit way of investing. Ponzi scheme or pyramid scheme is a way of defrauding people. If you don't know it today, that's the reason why I'm making this video, because some people, they carry their money, the little money they have, and they put in it thinking that because they pay them for the first month, second month, that they will keep getting return of investment. No. Ponzi scheme is named after 1920s fraudster known as Charles Ponzi, who promised investors in New England a 40% return on their investments in 90 days, compared to 5% interest earned in saving accounts. The Ponzi scheme is the oldest and most type of investment fraud, where you rob Peter to pay Paul. So this is a fraudulent investment operation where operator recruits lots of investors and he generates returns for old investors through the revenue paid by new investors and sometimes through some paid in by old investors. So this is a vicious circle. They promise people, they make lots of promises of payment or services for enrolling others into the scheme. Their survival is dependent on a constant flow of new investors' money, which if not found will result in the collapse of the entire scheme. That means that's when people will start looking for their money. And Nigerians have been falling for this. I'm just surprised. This is not the first time this thing started. There was a time that was a Russian company that perpetrated one of the largest Ponzi scheme of all times in the 90s. They rebranded themselves and they came back again. That was in 2015. After this Mega Rice has done their own, they came after Mega Rice. A lot of people still invested in that. So for people who don't understand how this Ponzi scheme works and how they go about recruiting their investors, I think I'll be able to share a little experience with Mega Rice because I was their victim. So this Benue guy, Harry Agbenu Austin, together with the wife, Mary Agbenu, who are at large right now, EFCC, Economic Financial Crimes Commission, is looking out for them. In 2012, they set up this Mega Rice Cooperative Society Nigeria Limited, which was located at Glass Plaza at FCDA quarters, Federal Capital Development Authority quarters, Kubwa, Abuja. So these guys, they set up this business, but at the end of the day, it happened to be a pyramid scheme. They were scamming people with it. Their plan was importation of rice. They were importing rice, and when you go to their shop at Kubwa, you could see the rice. And again, they were also cultivating rice. They had a farm. So they were able to convince people, when you look at the business model and what they were doing, and you also move to their shop to see what they have on ground, you will see bags of rice, and they also tell you how they import the rice and all the value chain to rice production. Okay, so that was how they were able to convince people. Then some people like us, they were able to convince us through our friends that have already invested and they've collected the dividends or the benefits of the investment, because the way they operate is that they tend to recruit the first investors who will also help them to market the product. Sometimes some of these investors, they are greedy. Sometimes some of them are innocent people that don't even know the details of what the business is all about, because the business looks so real. When you look at it at the surface, it looks so real, except you go about doing your own investigation. Like my friend that convinced me showed me their corporate affairs commission registration and their insurance, Nikon insurance, that I'm flashing on the screen right now. So they registered with all these relevant authorities in Nigeria. They also registered their cooperative with Federal Capital Authority, that's Abuja chapter. So everything looks so real that even when you do your investigation, you think, oh, these guys, they know what they're doing, so there's no harm in investing. But where I had problem with them was that they were collecting money from people. They were recruiting investors, telling them the amount they will pay. Each month, you have return of investment of 10%. So my question then was like, how were they able to pay 10% when bank was giving, I think, 3% or 4%? I asked that question they were able to say that sometimes they make a lot of turnover and they're able to pay up the money. Okay, this man in question is a pastor from his church. He also recruited people. So some of these people that will come under the auspices of church, then because somebody is a pastor, you tend to trust to invest. Gone are the days, not now. Some people, they are sheeps in wolves clothing. They put on that title of pastor. In the recess of it, they are scammers. They are doing 419, because this guy was able to dupe over 400 Nigerians over 800 million naira. When you calculate it in dollars, it's like over $2 million US dollars. Okay, so don't be carried away when somebody says he's a pastor. There are so many people who are pastors, but they are pulpit criminals. They're just there to scam people, and that's it. At the end of the day, when the deed was done, he absconded. Nobody knows his whereabouts till date, because people eventually reported to EFCC. When a lot of people started complaining, they stopped getting alerts of their 10% return of investment. People went to EFCC to report. At the end of the day, the guy and the wife, they were nowhere to be found. Even as I'm making this video now, they are nowhere to be found. So people's money are just hanging. They can't even lay hold on their money. This man might be somewhere enjoying those money, enjoying the ill-gotten finances, and people are somewhere mourning their wealth. Some people were so stupid that they invested, they borrowed again and invested. When they received the return of investment, the first month, second month, they borrowed money from people and they invested, and that was when the whole thing crashed. So you are owing people, you have to pay off the debt, because the person you borrowed money didn't know what you were using the money for. So these are the part of it. These people are very, very mean. They don't care how you feel. They convince you once you put in your money, you're on your own. So people have to be very careful. I thought people would have been more careful now, because this thing has been on and people have been complaining about it. But the more people complain about it, the more people even want to put their money, because of a get-rich-quick mentality that most Nigerians have. It is really sad. So due to what is happening right now, with lots of investors who invested in Maxwell Odum's MBA Forex trading in Rivers State, and I also made a video about that. The link to that video will pop up on your screen right now, and you might want to check it out. They are protesting to authorities like Economic Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to see if the man will be able to pay them, and also Christ Embassy saying that the man donated 1 billion to the church, to see if they will be able to release the money. Security Exchange Commission in Nigeria has said that MBA Forex was never registered with them. MBA Forex has been on SEC website for over a year with a warning to the general public to be aware they are not registered with SEC. And again, they went further to tell Nigerians how to verify their website to know if a company is registered or is operating illegally. That one I will elaborate more in my next video. So if you want to know about that, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because my next video will be on that. And how do you know when a company or investment company is a Ponzi scheme? Most often they promise you high return of investment when you know that bank cannot give you such amount. People are promising you 30%, 40%. How much is bank giving? The financial institutions, how much do they give as an interest on your saving? That's first thing you ask before you start thinking of investing in any Ponzi scheme. So you have to do your research very well. And most often when they guarantee you of your returns, because in the normal business, it doesn't mean that once you invest, you must have a return. It depends on the market. The investment carries risk, let's just be honest. So for somebody to guarantee you return on your investment, and very high amount for that matter, you need to be worried about it. Again, when they don't have any model, you have to ask them about their business model. When they don't have any business model, there is so much to say about it. And every time they're looking for more investors, pressurizing people to invest. Before you invest, you do your investigation very well, and you make sure that the company is registered. You check their company profile to understand what the business is all about. When they don't have any products that they're selling, any service that they're rendering, you have to be very careful. When it's all about trading on people's money, it can be very dangerous. And even when they have products that they're selling and services that they're rendering, you have to be a bit cautious, because it can still be camouflage, it can be a disguise. They can still be fronting using those services and products. So you need to dig deeper to understand really well the kind of business model that they are operating. and the kind of things that they are doing there. But if it's only trading on people's money, run away. Don't even bother to invest, because what they do, like I said, they collect money from people, they trade on money, they are defrauding people. They might pay you for 3 months. At the end of the day, before you know it, they go away with the money, and that's the way it works. They pay some people. Other people that invest lately, they don't get their money. Nigeria's authorities, they don't go into investigating this company to actually understand whether what they're doing, that they're doing it, or they are scamming people. That is not business with Nigerians authority. They collect the money for registration, and that's it. They don't bother. They don't go all out to investigate these people. That's the reason why people have to be very, very careful. If it's not somebody who is recommending you, somebody you know very well, you have a way of verifying through Security Exchange Commission. This institution in Nigeria, they cannot do much for you when you run into problem, most especially when you are duped or scammed. The judiciary system in Nigeria is very porous. They can't even protect you, and the insurance company don't go there because they're not ready to accept liability. So guys, let me know what you think about this. Have you been involved in a Ponzi scheme, in a scam? Let me know how you went about it, and let me know what you think about Ponzi scheme that is all over, springing all over Nigeria. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Bye and remain blessed.